The progressives are always yammering about how we need to improve race relations in America. So another idea in their brilliant plan to improve race relations is getting together to whine about white people. Maybe y'all could have got a sponsorship from Preparation H and Tux for your campaign of butthurt instead of doing this on the taxpayers' dime.
I think what's happening. Propaganda.
They keep saying this is a conversation we have to have and that people have to face it. What makes this conversation a conversation we have to have? The main reason we have to have this conversation is because you keep insisting that we do. You've been insisting that we have this conversation, and we have. We've been having it for decades, and there is no level of conversation that will ever satisfy you. And this is a wound that will never close because you keep wanting to dig in it. Here's an example. A parent in North Dakota whined about a school performing YMCA by the village people, saying that it's racist. Are you serious? Can you not see how much political correctness sucks? Not only does it suck, it's totally contradictory. These liberals go on and on about diversity. The village people are a group of men of different ethnicities representing different aspects of our culture. The village people are one of those groups that showcase that diversity liberals claim to love so much. And the village people are gay to boot, so the liberals should really love them. But they still found a way to find fault and complain, and the school happily acquiesced to this woman's goofy grievance, which brings me back to my point. Liberals will never be satisfied and will not find peace in this issue. Resolution is not their objective. Their interest is making others as miserable as they are, as misery truly loves company. Is there white privilege? Sure. And the ones who make sure these whites have it are non-whites. Whites used to enjoy privilege by the laws Democrats gave them, which of course were oppressive to non-whites. Now, non-whites happily give their votes to Democrats who were the engineers of that institutionalized white privilege you're so mad about. Now you let white conniving liberals pander to your guilt trips, saying things like, we need to raise awareness, brother. And then they go get funding off your plight while you whine about white folks, which makes the black community look like a bunch of sniveling sissies. But there's more to this reality. This privilege comes in all shapes and forms. The Chinese are more apt to get a loan than a white person. Could that be privilege? Blacks, Mexicans, and women are more apt to get a student loan than a white person. Non-whites can express the most racist language, but white people can't. There was a time when whites were protected by law to be hateful. They were called Jim Crow laws, created by Democrats. Now the Democrats have laws that protect non-whites. They're called hate crime laws. See, Democrats don't change. They alter laws that protect the wrong things and lead us back into the same problems. Their laws are not to protect, but to control. The Democrats promote such ideals and policies not to protect people, but to pander to non-whites to make them think they're champions for them, which seduces them into their voter stock. The laws of this republic were instituted to protect, but the liberal mindset, represented prominently with the Democrat Party, keeps manipulating the law and writing new bad ones to control, not to protect. Look, pretty much everybody wants respect. But speaking to my black people who want respect and equality, here's the way you get it. Stop whining. Nobody respects a whiner. You want equality, but you're doing an unequal share of whining. We're not the only group that's ever been done dirty. People have been oppressed for being black, being Irish, being Christian, being Jewish, being women, etc. We're past all that. Why don't y'all practice that progressivism you're always preaching and move on from it? We're free from all that. Yet y'all want to use your freedom to whine about this and keep us shackled to this conversation that you're never gonna be satisfied with. You're chasing closure like a heroin addict chasing the dragon. Oh, but where would the funding go if you did? And there's, of course, the ecstasy of torturing people with guilt. I know. You think blacks like me and my conservative compatriots of color are mouthpieces for the white man. The biggest pawns for white elitists are you, who use you to make themselves look like better or superior people, which means they use you to get more power, which means they use you to maintain that privilege you're so angry about. I'm Alfonso Rachel with Zone Nation, and I think it's so funny that liberal blacks swear up and down that black conservatives want to be white. Meanwhile, the ones who obviously envy white people the most are liberal blacks and other non-white liberals. Kind of hard to say that you don't envy whites when you have a conference butt-hurting about white privilege. Can you not see how much political correctness sucks?